Greetings, everyone. I'm Elton Brewington from Brightside Global Trade Podcast with Claire, and today we have the good pleasure of having Don from White House Farms on our broadcast today, and he's featuring a product that he has earmarked and created and drafted, and we're just happy to have him. And he's going to introduce his product, going to tell us about his product. His product is rice and he's got some amazing features and benefits with this product. And we're so happy to have him on with us today. And we're going to have our discussion. We're going to talk about rice, the rice. And so, Don, good to have you. Thanks for joining us. We'll let you open up and introduce yourself and tell us about your product.
Okay, thank you. It's great to be here. I'm Don Quattlebaum with White House Farms in Georgetown, South Carolina. And we grow heirloom historic rice in historic rice fields. These rice fields are the best terroir in the world for rice. They've got a lot of peat in them. We first have to acknowledge that these were cut out of the river by enslaved West Africans who not only brought the labor, but the knowledge to grow this rice properly. And it was world famous rice. The reason the fields are so good is when they're cut out of the river, there's never full decomposition. So that causes peat to be formed. And there's a lot of peat in these fields, and it makes it, that adds so much to the flavor that's different from anywhere else in the world that grows rice. So these fields, have always grown great rice since the 1700s, and we're proud to be able to continue to do this. It's one of the reasons that the rice industry died in South Carolina, in addition to Civil War, is that you can see on this picture, we've got a heavy combine in the field, and the fields are very muddy, and normally they will not hold up heavy equipment like this. We had to come in and add pumps to take water out. We don't pump any fresh water in, we use the river. But the river, the old trunk system will not take it down low enough to get it dry enough to get heavy equipment in. So we had to add these pumps to be able to do that. And so it allows us to be able to work, even though they're still difficult to work in, it allows us to use the heavy equipment.
Okay, that's amazing. That's one of the basic steps, but you have some incredible steps that you take your rice production through. And tell us about those.
Okay, sure. Well, we buy certified seed. We grow both the Charleston Gold, which is an aromatic Carolina Gold, and the Santee Gold, which is a long grain Carolina Gold. So they're both derivatives of Carolina Gold, the rice that was made famous growing here. And we buy the certified seed and from Arkansas, seed bank there. And we do everything from planting it. Then we work hard all during the growing season. We harvest it, we dry it in our bins, we run it through a cleaner, then we process it in our mill, which there's a picture of it, and we bag it and we deliver it. So we do absolutely everything on site.
Wow.
That's impressive.
That's tremendous, actually.
Yeah.
And what kind of volume do you generate per year?
Well, it varies. We've got three big issues that make it difficult. Right now, we're dealing with salt in the river. We hopefully there was a lot of rain last week, and hopefully the river is going to be, it's pretty high upstate, so hopefully that's going to bring plenty of fresh water in where we can flood. Luckily, the rain helped the rice, but it needs to be flooded. We also have some spots in the fields that were damaged from salt when Hurricane Ian flowed over the banks last year. And so the low areas collected some salt and the rice died where we planted it there. So hopefully we can get plenty of fresh water and flush out. But the rice that we do have planted looks great.
Mhm.
And then the other two issues that we have, of course, are hurricanes that can ruin the whole crop.
Sure,
That's
sure.
true.
And we try to get harvested if we can before that.
Mhm.
And the last thing are the red-winged blackbirds.
Okay.
And last year we lost about 30% of our crop to the blackbirds.
Ooh,
Oh,
ooh. They eat
So-
the rice or
they
what?
eat the rice?
Yes, yes.
Oh.
As soon the rice, once it flowers, it starts to milk is the first stage.
Mhm.
So it gets to be a little milky inside the seed, and then that turns to dough, and that turns to the hard rice.
Mhm.
And as soon as it starts milking, the birds love that. They come in and eat as much as they can, and they will stay until after the harvest, and there's no more rice.
Oh. So
Wow.
after those two predicaments, what kind of volume can you expect? If
Well,
everything
last year,
goes well?
last year we harvested about 250,000 pounds,
Okay.
and we hope to do more than that this year.
Quarter million,
But,
quarter million pounds.
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Wow.
Very good. Very good. Rice seems to be on the upswing. I mean, I don't know, there are different qualities of rice on the market today, and everybody has and states their corner of benefit according to your rice. But is the value and the benefit in your rice in the taste, in the chew, in the, because rice has so many different commodities
Right.
when it comes to the value.
Yep. Yep. Well, the Carolina Gold and the aromatic Charleston Gold, long grain Santee Gold, all have this wonderful mouthfeel and culinary ability. They can they cook up with, as long as you rinse them properly first, they'll cook up with separate grains, and just wonderful flavors. The aromatics in the Charleston Gold are wonderful. And so it's, it was highly prized for years and years. And what they've done is, in the large rice growing areas like Arkansas and Texas and Mississippi, they've gone mostly to commodity rice, which is high yield, but really no taste to it at all.
Oh, okay.
And so it's just kind of a filler on the meal.
I see.
Whereas Charleston Gold and its derivatives add to the meal and make the best part of it, in my opinion.
I see. Now, is your rice prepared to be a separate food quality or a merged food element? And I know because one of the upswings, and I say it this way, is sushi is becoming a very popular food, and of course that includes rice. But I don't know
Right.
how you model that way.
Right. Well, you could use our rice if you don't rinse it in sushi things, because it's sticky then. You don't
Yeah.
rinse the starch off of it.
Okay.
But it's what we call a specialty rice.
Mhm, mhm.
So it's not a commodity rice. We don't deal with the commodity banks or anything like that. It's a specialty item, and that's where it's classified with the Department of Agriculture.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Very
It's
good.
like what they serve at the churches, or you serve on your table for your family meal. And it's a wholesome. I love Charleston Gold. It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So you've been doing a lot of marketing. So tell us about how got to be in North Carolina. What was the experience? And then we'll talk about the fancy food show that's going on right now, which is so exciting as well.
Yeah.
So tell us all about it.
Well, we have been growing rice for about 6 years, but last year was the first year that we had it under our own label, and we had a co-packer that was processing it and putting the bags for us. And it was not until January of this year that we put our rice mill in, and we got approval from the South Carolina Department of Agriculture. And so now we're doing everything on site. And so it was really last year when we started any marketing. And we're slowly coming in. We're in some Lowe's grocery stores. We start next month in Food Lions in South Carolina, all of the Food Lions. And of course, we go around and visit small stores and everything ourselves. This year, my son and his wife went to the Chicago Restaurant Association show last month.
Yes, in Chicago.
And now they're in New York for the Fancy Food Show. And we have brokers in the Northeast and in the Southeast. So we're working as hard as we can on expanding our reach.
Very
That's
good.
wonderful.
Now, South Carolina has one of the leading suppliers for, well, you're the leading supplier for rice in South Carolina.
Well, not necessarily. I'm one of the largest,
Okay.
but you know, there's some other companies that have been established longer than we have, and you know, and certainly have a larger market share than we do.
Awesome.
Well,
Now, because I mean, in terms of South Carolina, though, I mean, South Carolina produces more rice than any other state in America.
No.
Really?
We're very small.
Okay.
At Georgetown County in the 1850s produced 50 million pounds of rice a year.
Okay.
And right now we are the only commercial producer in Georgetown County.
Okay. Okay.
So you've gone from 50 million pounds to 250,000.
Okay.
So we are very small. Arkansas is the largest rice growing state,
Okay.
followed by Texas. Then you have Louisiana and California.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
congratulations. This is your legacy. How you have been doing this for a long time. So what was your family always in rice growing? How did you start growing rice? And this is an incredible journey that you've been on. And how long have you been doing it?
Well, we've only been doing it about 6 years.
Okay.
First, we bought the property in 2011, and we were using it basically as a recreational property and we grew some rice for ducks to eat.
Okay.
But we started looking at the history and looking at what had been done on this property, and we tried the Charleston Gold, and it produced the best tasting rice I'd ever had. So that first year we only made 600 pounds, and we basically just gave it to our friends and family, and it was so wonderful. We said, well, this product this good, we've got to be able to do something with.
Yeah,
Okay.
so awesome. Awesome.
That's an incredible journey, though.
That's amazing.
And then
Don.
you've
Yeah.
been through
That's
hurricanes
amazing.
and all kinds of things going on with the plant. So that's a lot of responsibility too,
Yeah.
and a lot of work.
Wow.
We do a lot with agriculture, and there was a saying that, you know, nobody wants to marry the farmer because it's so much work. But you have a family, which is amazing. So congratulations on that.
Right.
So
Thank you.
I'm going to share the last part of your video. And for those watching this on YouTube or Facebook, you can go to Don's website. And I believe that's whitefarms.com.
Whitehousefarms.com.
Whitehousefarms.com. And then you can watch the whole video, which is an amazing video because they go through a lot of the process and everything. But I'm going to just show you the last part of it, and then I'll come back into the studio and I'll close
Wrap
out
up.
the video. But we thought this was very well done.
State rice grower in South Carolina, using historic rice fields and doing everything on site, from planting to growing to harvesting to drying to cleaning to milling and packaging. No matter which one you choose, you will be extremely happy.
So get the rice. If you are at the Fancy Food Show and you're watching this, go and look for their booth. And I'm sure that you'll get a lot of free samples because they'll be trying it out. And we will do a lot with this product on our show as well. We've got some great recipes that Don was very kind to share with us. So we'll periodically share it so you can enjoy some of this rice. And can people buy it online, or is it just available?
Yes, yes. On our website, you can buy it, whitehousefarms.com, and hopefully at a local grocery store as
So
well.
there you go. So you can buy it if you want to buy wholesale, or if you want to buy it just for your family, or for your churches, or for your cookouts. This is the season where everybody is feeding multiple people, especially in North Carolina. So get the rice, and we'll make sure the links are available.
All right. So thank you for joining us today. You've had the pleasure of talking with Don Quattlebaum from Andy's Rice, featuring Andy's Rice of White House Farms. And we're so delighted. It's a great product. And oh my goodness. And we are looking forward to Don being with us to talk more about his rice. And we thank you for today and your attending and reviewing or previewing these special products. All right, Brightside, thank you. Go.